My girlies, I have a couple of minutes. My client is running late, so I'm gonna take this time to talk to you about the difference between the mermaid braids and the boho braids. A lot of question about what's the difference. So I see like they look the same. Yeah, if they look the same, that's a good sign. When I created mermaid braids was because I want them to look like a boho braids with human hair, right? So for you to understand the difference, when we do boho braids, we use curly hair that is already curled. You buy the package of hair that is already curled, right? You braid the braid and then you add those pieces of curly hair into the braid. Do you understand that? Okay, good. You can use synthetic hair or you can use human hair, right? The problem with the synthetic hair is that synthetic hair tend to get more tangled easily, right? And once the hair is tangled, that's it. There is no way for you to untangle the hair when it's already, curled. So that's why a lot of people prefer to use human hair, right? The thing with human hair is like a human hair can be very pricey, can be expensive, especially when you want to use that hair just for a couple of weeks, because not everyone leaves their braids for 3-4 months. Nowadays, I found like a people, leave their braids, I don't know, for a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks maximum, right? So think about it. If you are gonna buy human hair that is already, quite expensive, not everyone can afford that. And then you have to pay for the services, right, to add that hair, right? Can be quite expensive, especially if you are not gonna use that for too long, right? That's why people prefer the synthetic hair. But with synthetic hair, we used to have that problem. There is a few videos before this one that I stitched that a girl was having that problem, right? With synthetic hair, that they get tangled very easily. After a few weeks, the hair changed the texture, right? The curly hair that already came in a package, right? So when I create the mermaid braids, I use a technique that I know as a tree braid. You maybe know that technique with other name, which is totally fine. It's okay, please. Don't fight in the comments about the name, right? I use this technique that is pretty much you use synthetic hair and then you leave pieces, you do the braid and leave pieces of the same hair out. After that, we do 4 braids and we make the curls, right? Hear me out. Why I think is a difference between boho braids and mermaid braids? Because the process of mermaid braids is different. We do more things, right? I try it for the first time, in my hair. I dip the hair after I dip my hair in hot water. I did a lot of things and I found this method that it works. And then because it worked for me, I share with you guys, right? So the method is that prepare the hair before. Right? What we do, we take the hair, we dip the hair in hot water, let the hair dry, and then I flat iron the hair, and after that I install the hair in my hair. Why? Because I found when I do that process before, once the hair is in my hair, it's way easy for me to detangle the hair. Because let's keep in mind that no matter what hair do you use, even if it's synthetic or human hair, the hair tends to get a little bit tangled. It's a normal thing, right? It happens even with your natural hair. So if you are looking for a style that doesn't get tangled at all, go with the just normal regular braids with not hair out. As long as the braid have hair out, you will experience a little bit of tangle. But that doesn't mean that it's gonna be a high maintenance style. That means that you have to put a little bit more work, but it's simple. It's not that difficult. The thing when you buy the package of curly hair already, that hair is impossible, once they get tangled, that's it. I don't care if you use mousse, foam, whatever you call, gels, oils, it doesn't matter. And let's don't forget that hair is synthetic, so no matter how much product do you put, you make the things worse sometimes. The difference between the mermaid braids and the boho braids is the whole process. Mermaid braids has a whole process before that boho braids with synthetic hair or human hair doesn't have. The look maybe is gonna look kind of the same, and yes, it's like the boho style, braids and pieces out. It's not like something. So they look the same, but the difference is in the process. Okay. Once you do all the process with the mermaid braids, once your hair is, you have all the hair in your hair, you will experience minimum tangle situation. So because of that, you can spend more time with their braids. Plus, and this is a big one too, big difference, with the mermaid braids, you can style different ways. When you use synthetic hair that is already curled, that's it, that's the style, with the hair, the braids, and the curl. You cannot change the pattern of that hair. When you use human hair, depend of the quality of the hair, you maybe can, you know, stray those curly pieces, but with mermaid braids, you can easily change the pattern, you know, and have many different styles with the same braid. I show you all of the different styles that I try with these braids here in my page. So, like I always say, scroll up and down. And yeah, let me know if you have any other question.